This road is just hanging on for dear life on the edge of the cliff. So am I. Boy, if somebody forces you off the road here, you're doomed. Demand, the John Everett Memorial Highway. Daniel Birch and Mark Eminger, local writer here in the Shasta area, told me to check this out. Thanks for sharing. Beautiful twisty road and super scenic views. And there it is, Mount Shasta. Stewart Springs Road, headed towards Callahan, California, I believe. This is U.S. Forest Service Road 17, Parks Creek Road, connecting Weed, California, to Callahan. Super remote, twisty, but yet paved road. Trinity County, I believe we are. Siskiyou Mountains. In too early for Forest Service Road 17. We'll try the Gazelle Callahan Road, parallel slightly to the north. Double back. It's an adventure. Gazelle Summit, 4,900 feet on the Gazelle Callahan Road. No problem with snow here. Great two-lane twisty mountain road. So early in the season, there's still lots of gravel and such in the corners. Callahan, California, complete with an operating post office. The store is closed. Callahan Ranch Hotel, and this is located on the Oregon Trail at the south end of the Scotts Valley. Trinity County, I believe, California. The Ranch Hotel, we're in Siskiyou County, not Trinity County. And there's a couple more old buildings over here. Callahan, California. .6,100 feet at the summit of Cecilville Road. Still quite a bit of snow up here, early spring. And that mountain we've been looking at is called Dead Man's Peak. What a fine, twisty, two-lane road and nobody up here. We'll continue west, drop down into the Salmon River, South Fork of the Salmon River, into Cecilville and Soames Bar. By the way, the Pacific Crest Trail crosses right here on its way north towards the Marble Mountain Wilderness. Welcome to Cecilville, California, where apparently the population is 0. Provide your own entertainment, but at least looks like they got card lock fuel here. That's hard to find sometimes out here in this northwest corner of California. Real nice looking park over there. And the South Fork of the Salmon River is flowing right through there. Cecilville, California. Continue west to the Forks of the Salmon and Soames Bar. That road, I saw 2 cars in 30 miles of riding going the other direction. Wonderfully well maintained and twisty and scenic, and went from 6,000 feet down here to 2,000 feet. It's hot today. Warm temperatures got the Salmon River just roaring down here. This road after Cecilville, west of Cecilville, has turned into a 1.5 lane goat road full of blind corners, and it's just fantastic riding, but you got to be careful for the locals and the growers flying around here without any regard to these blind corners. Be careful. And the drop-offs are precipitous. Okay, we'll give you some GoPro footage of this stunning road, the Cecilville Road here. Stand by. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me now? So as I was saying earlier, this is the Cecilville Road, heading west out of Cecilville towards Forks of the Salmon and Soames Bar. Right down there is the South Fork of the Salmon River. You can ride out here for 30, 60 miles and not see a single car, but when that one car does show up, it's probably a local, and he's hauling ass, and he's blowing through the blind corners without any regard to the lack of visibility. So just imagine that guy is around the next blind corner. You can probably right there, and he's probably right in your lane. Just what a blast of a road. Look at that. Look at that river. South Fork of the Salmon. Red buds in bloom. That's this plant right here. Still snow on the higher peaks. Temperature today has popped really hot for the first time this season. So the snow's melting off quick and the river's running full. Lots of gravel, see on the outside edges there. Rock slide area, yeah, no kidding, for the last 60 miles or so. So this is the kind of adventure that really works well for this level 2 bike. You got the stock lightweight street, ostensibly street tires, the Pirelli Trail Scorpions. All right, nobody's here, cool. This is fun when you can get a long stretch of road and you can make sure nobody's around, except for the rocks. But with the level 2 suspension, it works great on these kind of rougher paved roads. Takes all the unsettledness out of the stock CB500X, gives you the extra travel and suspension to just float over these roads. So comfortable. Ride all day long. Let's take a look at this creek. Tributary. Yeah, just pouring out of there.
Right, all day long, 12 hours a day, really comfortable. I'm running the Siskiyou panniers on this trip for the first time, and let me tell you, those things are convenient. For the level 2 conversion, the Siskiyou panniers and the Rally Raid racks are a fantastic modular addition to the bike. The convenience of the Siskiyou panniers is you can just lift the lid and throw stuff in and out of the panniers all day long, and at 75 liters capacity and being soft in nature, you can just fill those things up till they're bursting at the seams. But it's a wide load, but it's low too. I was able to get everything in there without having to add any top luggage at all. Convertible jacket. So the weight's down low, but it's wide and it's a little heavy in the back, and you can feel that weight slinging it around these twisties. Now for the level 3 adventure bike, I still prefer going lighter with the Coyote bag, which forces you to pack lighter. 30 liters, 35 liters storage capacity. Somebody there? And keeps that load real narrow and right behind you, and just virtually unnoticeable. And also run the just the tail rack. Don't run the luggage racks with that level 3 adventure setup and the Coyote bag. Then you can really go off-road, single tracking, and have plenty of room to spare on those narrow, narrow trails. Another reason, of course, to run the stock wheels is just to save those expensive knobbies. If I'm going to do 1,000 miles of pavement, Continental TKC 80s, great tire, and they do fantastic on this stuff too. They're really sticky, they got great lean angles, but the rear only lasts about 3,500 miles, so saving gas and burn it in rubber. South Fork of the Salmon River, Cecilville Road. Get you some. Well, here we are, forks of the Salmon. Here's must be the middle fork of the Salmon. The South Fork's right over there, coming together right there. Sawyer's Bar that way. We're going down to Soames Bar. Congested area. Well, let's just go see how congested this is. Forks of the Salmon. I got Old Trail 90 there. I think that was it. That's where they bury the bodies. No, here's where they bury the bodies. Wow. Maybe he's extending the cemetery. This is a giant landslide from 1964. All that mountainside came sliding down, blocked off the river temporarily, according to this. Of course, forest fires will exacerbate that too. You can see the hard rock underneath there, just sheared right off. Oh, nice place for a little shower. It don't look like a bad idea. Here they come. Gotta get out of the way.
Wild and scenic, salmon and steelhead. The Salmon River, just about at Soames Bar, where it dumps into the Klamath River. and another tributary feeding into it. Lots of water, looking good. The Klamath River downstream just absolutely swollen. All that runoff from the snow.
Boy, that river is just absolutely alive cutting through there. Look at that. There's a lot going on. Pretty close to Salm's Bar now. And the Klamath.
Welcome to Willow Creek, home of the Bigfoot Museum. This is where Highway 96 tees into 299, the road to Eureka, California. Boy, that Highway 96 coming down through the Klamath River country and all the tribal lands is just a top gear series of twisties and very light traffic until you get to about Hoopa. Good fun. Titlow Road in the Mendocino National Forest, Forest Road number 1. 60 miles from nowhere. One of the most remote paved roads I know of in Northern California. And way out there is the Pacific Ocean. So we're just a couple ridges over from the sea. So we're gonna head a good 30-40 miles up on this ridge up to about 5,000 feet or so where it's some cooler weather and find a place to camp. Boondocking. Bigfoot country. So, if I don't show up for work next week, Bigfoot ate me up here, and you can find me somewhere up here. Good night. Alright, this is what it's all about, motorcycle camping off of the Mendocino National Forest, Titlow Road, U.S. Forest Service Road number 1. We got the fire blazing, a good stack of firewood with a new silky saw, a can of dinner, warming up, quarters set up, and of course the CB500X. A blinding sunset off of the Pacific Ocean going on right now at the 4,600 foot elevation. And on this side of the ridge, through those trees, you can see a great view of the Trinity Alps, the snow-covered Trinity Alps. Last year I did this route on the big BMW R1150 RT, got into some snow up here. You know, it's a paved route all the way through here, but very, very remote, 60 miles from nowhere. Got into some snow and had to kind of follow a single track of cleared road, and realized right away I need a smaller bike. And about that same time I found all the postings with Jenny Morgan and the development, Rally Raid's development of the CB500X. It's been a wonderful journey this whole year getting this bike going, and I couldn't be happier with the product. So to kind of recreate that ride, I set this bike up back into the level 2 configuration with the street tires, doing this 1,000 miles of Northern California paved twisties, and it's just performed fantastic. You really don't need anything any bigger. The giant loop panniers coupled with the Rally Raid racks make the sport touring configuration very convenient for camping. You can just get in and out of these panniers all day long. as opposed to something like a giant loop bag. You kind of got to set that load and forget it for the whole day. It's kind of a chore to get in and out of that. But if you are going level 3 camping or adventuring, I highly recommend the Coyote bag or the smaller setup. This is a little bit too big for level 3 off-road adventuring. Kind of a wide load. But for sport touring and mild level 3 adventuring, it works just great. So to all the folks at Giant Loop and Rally Raid, thanks for embracing the concept of going light, going fast, going far, and producing such great products.